Boom.
We're live. Hey, welcome in to everybody that's here. My name is Papa Drew's RV. We have Wayward Waggs, JonesN2travel, and today is just going to be a real easy kind of chat. It's the end of the year, and we're just going to have fun with it. So if you have questions, go ahead and type them in, and we will answer them to the best of our abilities. We're trying a new stream today. That's how I got three of us in here. Jerry couldn't make it. Galleon's Adventures, he couldn't make it. He is out camping right now on location in between two valleys and has no signal. So let's start it off. We'll start below. Here, grab the script. Down below with JonesN2travel. You want to talk a little bit about your channel and what you're doing and all that good stuff?
Yeah, so it's JonesN2travel, and we do travel videos, how-tos, DIY stuff, RV repair, all that fun stuff. This past summer, we spent the summer in Alaska, so we have a big video series about everything we did in Alaska, which is pretty cool. At least we think it's cool. So go check that out. We kind of got started started in YouTube to kind of share our adventures with our family, and it's kind of grown from there. And so we're building a community and excited about meeting folks here in Quartzsite in next month. So that's really what we're all about. It's me, my wife Tina, and our Great Dane Maggie. And go check us out, JonesN2travel, and let us know if you want to see anything specific, and we'll see what we can do. But that's pretty much the ins and outs of us, I guess.
Cool. Wayward Waggs, Dustin, you want to take it?
Sure, man. Yeah, we started full time this past September, so not quite a year yet. We're just getting started with this YouTube thing. We're just getting started with the channel, but we're having a lot of fun with it. We're pulling a 35-foot fifth wheel, and we started the YouTube thing. It's kind of like Aaron from JonesN2travel just mentioned, to share with family and friends, because as you're traveling, they don't get to see everything. And even when you're on the phone with them for even a few minutes, you don't get to share everything that you got to do. And it's kind of hard to envision in your mind, what we're getting to do. So we wanted to be able to share that. And especially now that our daughter started college back in August, and she's back in Alabama. So she doesn't get to come with us on all these cool travels. So it's cool for her to be able to keep in touch with us and see what we're doing. And, a couple months into it, we started making a little bit of money on doing this YouTube thing. Not a ton of money. We'll talk about that here in a little bit, but we started making a little bit of money, and we're pretty comfortable financially. So we started giving some of that money away to veterans and veteran organizations. So about once every 3 months. So we find a veteran organization that is deserving. We talk to them, we bring them onto our channel, and we give them some money to help vets with. And also at the end of all of our videos, we honor fallen heroes who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. And they're the reason that we get to do this lifestyle. So that's kind of what the Wayward Waggs is all about. But hey, man, appreciate you guys having us on tonight, Drew.
Oh, you guys are friends. I love having other channels on here, man. It makes everything a lot better. I'm boring. So if any of the other creators that are in here want to come in, they can contact me on the Facebook page, and we can get other channels on here. It's no problem. I'm not as lucky as Wayward Waggs and JonesN2travel because I am not full-time yet. And that day will come. We still have two little ones. Well, one's 14, the other one's 8, running around the house. And we got to get schooling done and all that kind of stuff before we can jump in our rig and do that. We have responsibilities. So I'm really jealous of the full-timers. I want to go full-time, and you guys get to see so many cool things and have so much content. It's just it's cool to live my life through you guys. And I'm sure a lot of the other fans do that, and they see it. And both of the channels, they keep it real. If there's problems or mistakes, they share them. They're not holding back. I know them in real life, and what you see and what they produce in their videos is actually how they are. There's no fakeness here in neither one of these guys. They're really good people. So that being said, I kind of want to touch on why we started a YouTube channels and go that way. We tend to have a lot of creators now that are coming in here, and maybe we can touch a little bit on that and help people out. We were going to go, excuse me, we were going to go over thumbnails. We'll do that next time. Let's talk about why we started YouTube channels and where we think they're going and what we expect out of them. Go ahead, Joneson.
You mean where we're going as far as YouTube travel channels, or my channel specifically?
Specifically, like, what do you expect out of your channel? A lot of people start YouTube channels. They start YouTube channels thinking, hey, we're going to make it rich. We're going to make $600 a month or $1,000 or $4,000 a month. And we're going to make all this money, and it's going to be, life is going to be roses and cupcakes. Right. And I think, and it could be wrong because I'm not even monetized yet, but it could be wrong that only the 1% of the 1% of the 1% can actually get to that level where they're making the $4,000 to $5,000 to $6,000 a month to sustain a life just by YouTube. But I don't want to be I don't want to be, if that's what you want to do and you want to put in all this time and effort and money and stuff, go for it, man. If that's your dream, I don't want to crush anybody's dream. But there's a harsh reality that comes along with being a content creator, and everybody gets into being a content creator for a different reason. And that's kind of where I want to go with this. So,
okay. Yeah. So like I said before, we kind of got the first 6-8 months we were full-time. We didn't do YouTube for some different reasons, mainly because we didn't feel comfortable, in front of the camera. And then we started doing some other things, and I was like, okay, I got kind of excited. Let's start doing YouTube. So we started doing that again to share with our family was the main initial goal. And then, to your point, you hear about these guys who are, making their living on, YouTube and that sort of thing. And so the golden carrot for YouTube is that 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. And so, we worked our tails off and pushed toward that goal, because that's like the first goal, right? So we got there, we got monetized, and I'm just going to be real, with 1,100 subscribers, and we have good watch views. I mean, we get 300 to 400 views every 48 hours or whatever that metric is, and we're making about $40 a month. So if you go back and factor in all the time and all the equipment and all the fuel and all the traveling and all the, all the stuff that came to create that almost 100 videos we have, we're making maybe, I don't know, 0.5% a month of what it costs us to get here. Right. So that's the reality. If sure, you can be a YouTube superstar. You're going to have to find something creative to do. Travel channel's not it. I'm just here to tell you, you need to be eating crazy food or doing some crazy nonsense that these guys do that have 1 million subscribers. Right. but there's so many travel channels, and there's so many different variances of that, I mean, it's, I don't want to burst anybody's bubble either, but it's going to take some time, and it's going to take a lot of work. And if you don't love doing it, you're not going to get there. I mean, it's just not going to happen. And Dustin and I have talked about this at length. If we're going to do it, as long as we're having fun doing it, we're building a community, we love meeting folks, and everybody we've met's really cool, and all that's fun. But as soon as it becomes a job or a chore, it'll fade away, because that's just, for us, it's just, if it's not fun, what's the point of spending all that time and effort for very little reward, right? And meeting folks and building a community is really our reward. The money, I mean, I can't take my wife out to dinner for what we make a month on YouTube. So, I mean, that's just a fact, hopefully, and it'll get better, as time goes by. Some of these bigger channels have been doing it for 5 years, and that's something else you have to consider too. You got to have the stamina, it's like it's definitely I don't know, what's a marathon and not a race, or whatever they say, so but back to your original question, we're looking to 10x our channel this year, 2020. And so that's going to take a lot, right? It's going to take more than 1 video a week. It's going to take doing some crazy creative stuff, but that's kind of the big goal that we're looking at by the end of 2020, is to 10x our channel. Yeah, that's all we can do, is set goals and push toward them, and let the masses, help us out where they can, because that's really where that number is going to come from. So
Yeah.
Dustin, you want to hit on it?
Yeah, our number one goal is to just have fun, like Aaron was saying. And if you're not having fun, then it's not going to be something you want to do forever. And I was just talking to Leslie about this the other day. We're at the pace that we're on, we would have to do this for 6 to 8 more months with the same level of watch time and all that, just to break even on the equipment that we purchased to start the YouTube channel. We started the YouTube channel over a year ago when we were in the downsizing phase, selling the house, buying the fifth wheel, doing some practice runs. And so we started early on, but we never really started it for the money. If it gets to that, awesome, great. And so like Aaron said, if you look at our channel, I think we're around 3,400 subscribers and we got some decent watch hours. We're making a little bit less than $200 a month, which is not a ton of money. And we're giving a portion of that away to veterans every month. So for us, here's what I would say. If you are out there and you're a content creator and you're thinking about getting serious about the YouTube thing, just have realistic expectations. Don't expect it to blow up. Like Aaron said, especially in the niche that we're in, it's not one of those where it's gonna blow up out of nowhere. So just have fun,
Yeah.
And
go ahead, Dustin. Sorry.
So the good thing here's the good thing. We get to meet people. We get to meet a bunch of cool people out on the road. We met Aaron and Tina in Kansas City, and we did a collaboration with them. Galleon Adventures, who was going to be on tonight, we met them. We've met several subscribers. We're going to meet another subscriber next week. So we just love being able to see new people and meet new people.
Yeah. For us, I've had the channel up. I started this channel way back when it was a friend of mine's bachelor party, and I didn't have a way to share the video of them driving exotic cars. It's still on my channel. It's one of my very first horrible videos. But I used that to just YouTube to share the thing. And I said, you know what? I have a YouTube channel. I'm going to start putting some content on there. And that way, when my kids have kids and their kids have kids, they can see me and all the nutty stuff that I do, talking about getting poop all over my brand new pants and all the cool stories and everything. And it for me, it's not about the money. We're pretty comfortable over here. It's about sharing, and for me, it's about making my family members smile and laugh. And if I can change somebody's emotion during one of my videos, I've hit a home run.
Yeah.
Even if the video doesn't get watched all the way, if I get a comment that says, "Drew, you're nuts," that was just absolutely hilarious, and that makes my day. That's why I like doing the videos.
Yeah.
And I have to be 10 times more creative than you guys because you're out there full time driving around all the cool places and doing all the cool stuff. I've got to really think out of the box, like reading The Night Before Christmas and stuff to just, I want to keep my audience, my family members engaged and be part of the family and make them smile and laugh. The money stuff, whatever, man. I don't really care about that. I don't even really care about getting monetized. I care more about the community tab where I can talk to all the family members out there, and the live feed where I can go live from cool places like where we're going to be here in 2 weeks. That's why I started a YouTube channel. That's my expectations out of it. Now,
I will say this. I'm a competitive dude. So just because I say we're not in it for the money, that doesn't mean I'm not watching my analytics, and it doesn't mean I just don't care. I absolutely do care. I'm very competitive, but I'm competitive with myself. Here's the key for the creators out there that are watching. Don't compete with the big dogs. You'll lose. You have to compete with yourself. Look at your analytics from the week before, the month before, the year before, and just try to get better yourself. If you're going out there and you're looking at KYD and all, and driving and vibing and all these big YouTube channels that are in the RV niche, and you're comparing yourself to them, they have a different audience and they're in a different place in their journey. So embrace where you are in your journey and grow and compete against yourself. Because if you compete against those guys, you're going to drive yourself crazy and you're going to quit. And it's not going to be fun. And then it's missing the whole point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's hard, you know, sorry, I don't know about you guys, but it's hard. It's hard for me. I mean, I'm competitive too, but it's hard for me not to try and judge my channel against those other larger channels, right? And that's why I keep having to remind myself, they've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
They figured out some sort of secret sauce, a couple of them, right? And they just blew up. Yeah. But, you know, that's tough. And I see, you know, on Facebook and other places, other creators that, you know, just get kind of down because, you know, they're struggling to get 200 subscribers. And, you know, we've all been there. You know, it seemed like it took us forever to get 100 subscribers. And then all of a sudden we were 500. And then it took forever to get to 1,000. Then all of a sudden I had 1,100. You know, it's weird. It's how it kind of works. But if you've got the watch time, people are watching your stuff, keep doing what you're doing. You know, if you don't have the watch time, then you got to change something up because people aren't watching your stuff. You can get 1 million subscribers. Does not matter if people aren't watching your stuff. Exactly. It just doesn't. You know, we do a lot of these collabs and we'll hit, you know, 20 more subscribers because we collabed with Wayward Waggs or whatever it is. But if the folks are just subscribing to be nice, it's not going to do you any good. So you got to make sure, to Dustin's point, compete with yourself. Make sure your game is tight and make sure you're doing stuff people want to watch. Because if they don't watch, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, and you know what? I feel like a lot of people don't understand. Like, I get a lot of people that are coming in that aren't sub watching my content, right? And I love to get subs. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel good, Aaron and Dustin and everybody else, because that means you're doing a good job. People are liking your content. They're subbing to you, and I really care about all my subs just like you guys do. I mean, a lot. They're family members, and I would help them out to whatever degree I could help them. But that being said, I think a lot of the new people that are coming in and watching our contents think they have to pay for a subscription, and they're free. All you have to do is click the bell. YouTube's not going to charge you. And the other thing that really helps creators, and I don't think there's a difference between the creators and the subscribers. The creators kind of know how the YouTube game is played and can read the analytics for the most part and figure this stuff out. It's tough. It's difficult. It's a maze. But then the average Joe that's coming in off the street that's just getting a thumbnail thrown at them and they're clicking on it, they'll watch your video for 1 to 2 minutes and then click off. Well, that really hurts creators that are out there trying to create videos. And sometimes it takes 3, 4, 5 hours to make one of these videos, and then we edit. I've done 8-hour film shoots and done 4-hour editing jobs. Ask the Dupreys. He's in the chat. He'll know how I film. So what I'm trying to get at is if you're coming in and seeing this live stream or any one of our content, if you let it play all the way through and give it a thumbs up and comment, that's the best thing you can do for a content creator, bar none. If you watch that video all the way through, what you're going to do as a person watching content, you're going to start triggering algorithms for the creator and getting that video shared more and getting it put out and promoted and help that content creator grow and reach a bigger audience.
Well, I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second, Drew, because here's the thing. I agree with that, and I want people to watch our videos all the way through so that we get that watch time and so YouTube starts sharing our stuff. However, if I make content that is not so great that week, I kind of want somebody to click off where it's not exciting. So in my analytics, I can see where it falls off so that I can do better next time. Right, or leave you a comment. Exactly. I think that would be even better. If you leave a comment and you're honest and you're not trying to leave a comment just to be nasty or whatever, but if you leave a comment and say, hey, you know, Drew, at 2 minutes and 10 seconds on this video, you lost my interest. And it was just really boring. And that way, as a content creator, I can go back at 2 minutes and 4 seconds and I can look and say, oh, that's what I was doing. I'm not going to do that again. Let me see if I can do it better for you next time. We're all I love doing that. Huh? So we're all ex-military. We got thick skin. We can take it. Oh, absolutely.
I even ask at the end of the videos, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Tell me what I could do better. And since I started doing that, I've had 0 people tell me what I could do better, and I've had a few thumbs downs. So either way, it's engagement. But you know, honestly, tell me, and I'll fix it. Yeah. You know, and I'm not an expert in this. Everybody's learning every day, and but I, you know,
I've had other channels, other creators ask me to look at their stuff and give them some feedback. And I'll do that. But I will say, be careful, because I'm going to tell you what I really think.
Yeah. So here's the other thing too, I think from the content creator standpoint, is I like to work closely, and I probably have driven Aaron absolutely nuts by calling him on the phone, and Dustin too. But I like working with content creators and saying, okay, Dustin, what do you think of my thumbnail? No, Drew, that sucks. You can't show that on YouTube. You're going to get channel strike.
I've said that.
Right? Drew, you can't put that out there. That's no. So as a content creator, the best way to help you grow is to get with other channels, work with them, bounce ideas off of each other, help each other out. You will not only benefit that channel, but you'll also benefit your channel, and you'll benefit the audience, is what everybody's really trying to serve. It's a win-win for everybody. That's just I don't know, Aaron, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree. And, I don't know, I can't speak for the other guys, but I'm open. I mean, if, message me, private message through Facebook, whatever, and I'm more than happy to give you my 2 cents. It might not be the best advice. It might not be the right advice, but I'll tell you what I'm thinking and what I think about it, and take it and go from there. But yeah, and the 3 of us, we talk to each other quite often, and yeah, Drew bothers us constantly, but it's okay. No, it's all good, Drew. We love you, man. But yeah, it's one of YouTube's recommendations too. They recommend that as new creators or new channels, you collaborate with other channels, and you don't have to go to a 50,000 sub channel and get their advice. I mean, we all work together, and that's how, a few of us got to 1,000 subs, was just working together and, improving and massaging our techniques and that sort of thing, and learning how to, concentrate on your, you're actually creating the video and your creativity there, that helps too. And, it'll all come together. We all have to learn. Don't go watch my first videos. They're horrible. I mean, they suck, but it got me better today. I mean, I'm still not where I want to be, but definitely better.
I learn every day. Every day I pick up the camera and go live. I learn every single time I make a video, and I learn when I edit. So that's one of the things I like about being a content creator. It's a challenge. How do I make the story start from the beginning, the middle, and then the end, and make it make sense for people, and then make it engaging and people want to watch it? Yeah, that's a challenge.
And that's not easy to do. Almost every week you have to pretend like everybody watching that, no one knows you, because a high percentage of your watch time is going to come from non-subscribers. So a lot of these people really are watching you for the very first time. So if you want to get them to subscribe and keep watching, every video has to have an impact. It has to have a catchy thumbnail. It has to have something that's going to make them want to click. And then when they do click, there's got to be a so what. Makes them want to stay and watch, and makes them want to come back.
Yeah. Well, it's like we had a conversation, Dustin, one night where you were like the fireworks, which made a light bulb go off in my head, right? So, Aaron, you're sitting there watching a fireworks show. The first firework goes up. You're like, ooh, cool. And then it's followed by a second, third, fourth, fifth, all in rapid succession, and you're entertained. You're engaged in that. And then there's a long break. We're packing up lawn chairs and we're going home.
Right.
It's the same thing in making videos. It's 100%. That analogy was right on the button.
Yeah, and even if you already got your lawn chairs packed up and you're walking away, if the fireworks restart, I'm already headed toward the car, man. I'm not setting back up.
Right.
You got to keep it going the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of that for me comes in editing and post, right? Because when we first started our channel, I'd go out and film 250 gig worth of video, and 149 gig of it would fall on the floor. I mean, it's just garbage, and I still film garbage a lot, but at least I can admit it. And I know it's garbage now. I didn't know it was garbage then, so yeah. So in that creative process of editing, that's where, you're switching scenes and you're ramping up music and you're doing all that stuff to keep people engaged. And, I've taken some pretty crappy content and made some decent videos with it, and I think that's where, where you've got to work on polishing that editing skill.
Well, I've also taken some really good video and totally screwed it up.
Turn it into crap. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've been there. I have a bad habit of hitting the record button, and then I don't turn the record button off.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when I'm around you guys and recording, you be careful because it's just going to stay on. So you have no idea what's going to get on the cutting room floor or what's going to make it in that video.
Yeah.
That's just how yeah.
So another
Yeah,
expectation that I would have for people is, because we just mentioned it, so it kind of triggered a thought, the editing. Editing is a long process. If you don't have fun on a computer, if you don't like rewatching yourself over and over again 50 times, might not be for you.
Or have a comfortable chair.
Yeah. But I find it relaxing. I think it's fun to edit. I think it's fun to find music that's going to go with the content that I have. I think it's fun to create the transitions that kind of go with the music, and so I find that relaxing and fun. So for me, it's fine.
Right.
And one thing I challenge myself with is try to film what I use in editing. In other words, like I said before, all that 250 gig of junk that falls on the floor, I'm trying to film on purpose now. So
Purposefully.
I want to come back with an hour worth of video and turn that into a 10-minute YouTube video versus 8 hours of stuff I have to weed through. And it just takes so long to filter through all that. You scrub through all that crap, right? I keep saying that, but it's really what it is in the end. And so I'm challenging myself to try and film on purpose and stop recording so that I don't end up coming back to the desk with junk, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes editing a lot smoother too, because you have that much less to have to filter through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I haven't got to that point yet. I want to turn it on. And my whole thing is I might miss something and not be quick enough to get that camera up and into place and grab that shot. Like when we were rolling through the border between Mexico and America down in Tijuana there. It was like downtown dollar days. I've never seen anything like that. There were people coming out of the woodwork. So basically, that was just nuts. They had full carts down there, man. I mean, it was like you could buy everything from the awesome Jesus statue to prescription medication. I kid you not. So I took the GoPro and I just put it on a tripod and set it right in the front window. And just let it run. I kill all the audio because the wife and I are having conversations that aren't probably appropriate for YouTube, but I just let all that footage roll and then I scrub through it. So I spend a ton of time in front of this computer.
That is, the more you have, the more time it's going to take you to edit through that stuff. Yeah, for sure.
It absolutely.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to have driving footage. I'd come back with 15 terabytes of driving footage, and it's all the same. It all looks the same. Yeah. You know, you could take a clip from Nebraska and put it in a video about Texas, and it all looks the same. You know, so you don't have to film everything. But I used to be that way. I used to think I was going to miss something, or what if a deer runs across in front of the truck? I'm going to have that on video, but it turned out to be just a bunch of video I had to delete because it's just
no deer.
It's all well that, and it's just all the same. I mean, I can find a clip of a deer running, somewhere. But yeah, it's just trying to weed out, trying to eliminate the unnecessary, I guess, is what I'm trying to do.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to Camper Life and Blue Wave Odyssey. They're really helping the community grow. Blue Wave's not in your Camper Life is. So I just want to give a shout out to them. They're doing a lot of creators. You'll hit CC if you have content and people will sub to you and stuff. The only caveat I want to do is we can do that. That's fine. But if you're going to sub to somebody, please watch their content and comment and give correct constructive criticism on them and stuff, because it doesn't help just to sub to somebody. It helps when you sub and watch. And being content creators, I really strongly would like that more than just a hollow number. That's all I have to say about that. But they're doing really good for everybody out there, and I'm, my hat's off. And I cut my hair, by the way. My wife, I was trying to grow a man bun for everybody, and my wife said no.
Yeah.
Thank her for us. Thank her for us. Give her a hug.
So, no more man bun, but the goatee, it ain't leaving. It got trimmed up a little bit. It hides my 6 chins.
Yeah.
So we're leaving that in place.
We appreciate that.
So anyway, 2020, where do you see yourself going, JonesN2travel? Where do you see your channel heading to?
Well, like I said before, you know, our big lofty goal is to 10x our channel. And that's going to take a lot of creativity. It's going to take a lot of different stuff. Our kind of up in the air plan right now is to hit the East Coast this summer. So, you know, we want to plan out our trip, and then we want to pre-schedule some meetups and try to, you know, we talk a lot with folks on social media that are on the East Coast, and some of them can't make it to the West Coast. And so, you know, we want to plan some meetups along the way and try to make it more formal than just spur of the moment. Hey, we're in town. Who wants to get together? That kind of thing. So, you know, we've got some creative things cooking, and that's really our high end goal for the year, is the 10X piece. But, you know, just building the community and meeting folks and continuing to get that good feedback from YouTube. That's really our underlying happiness, right? Is being able to share. You know, we have our health, we're able to do the traveling, and we love sharing. And, you know, that's really our bread and butter. And we want everybody to be happy. And, you know, we want to meet you, and, you know, it's all that community stuff, you know, it's, yeah, I don't know. You kind of put me on the spot, but that's, you know,
sorry, Aaron. I apologize.
No, it's okay. I just, you know, I don't want to sound like, you know, yeah, I don't want to sound like we're just out there doing this for ourselves, because we really aren't. You know, we're doing it to share. And, yeah, and if people stop liking it, probably stop doing it. But
was talking more about a geographical area.
Oh yeah, yeah. So East Coast, you know, we don't know exactly where or when yet, but yeah, that's kind of our thought.
Wags, yeah, I know you do it.
Yeah, we geographically for 2020, we're gonna have a video coming out in a couple weeks, and we're gonna talk about where we're headed for 2020 geographically. And we did already share on our channel that for the next several weeks we are still going to be in Texas. Right now we're in Dallas-Fort Worth area, and next week we're headed further south down to Austin, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and then so that's where we kind of ended things. And in a couple weeks we'll share our 2020 travel plans. We're not completely done planning them yet, so we want to get that all together before we reveal the whole deal. Now, as far as YouTube for 2020, our goal is to still keep putting out at least one video a week every Sunday, and sometimes we put out more than that, kind of depending on where we're at and how much stuff there is to show. I mean, over November we were putting out 3 videos a week because we just had so much stuff. We were seeing so many things, and collaborating with JonesN2travel and Galleons, and those guys gave us extra content, and we wanted to get that out. And we don't want to be too far ahead in YouTube. We're a couple weeks ahead, but we don't want to be too far ahead. I don't want you to be seeing 6 weeks before real time. So we're about 2 weeks is our comfort zone on YouTube. But I don't want to, for the creators out there who are watching, I don't want to discount the value of one subscriber. So we talk about goals about 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. That's great. But I mean, I'm telling you, when I log on to my YouTube studio and I see my number change by 1, I'm so excited. I'm happy that one more person came, and one more person I might have the opportunity to meet or help, or maybe it's a veteran. Maybe we can help some veterans. That's another one of our goals in 2020 is to help more veterans. We've only done, we have a series called RVing for Vets. So about every 3 months, we give away money. Part of the money we make on all of our social media platforms to veterans in need. And the first one we did, we gave away $300, and the next one $350. Right now we're scheduled to give the next one away in February, and we already have more than that to give away to that organization. So we want to build on that. We want that donation we're doing it every 3 months, and we want that just to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So the bigger we get, the bigger those donations get. And again, honoring the fallen heroes at the end of our videos. But again, for the content creators out there who are watching it, you have to kind of see it as, I know you get frustrated and you see, well, I only got 50 subs, or I only got 100 subs, or I only got 50 views on this video. If you in your mind's eye can picture what 50 people sitting in a room watching you looks like, 50 people watching your video is a lot of people. So don't get discouraged by the number of views, and don't get wrapped up around it. If you have 2 people that watched your video and they both commented and loved it, then great. That's awesome.
You're doing something right. Yeah.
I mean, I want you, and it doesn't matter what your channel is, what your niche is, or how many subscribers you have. I guarantee you, your channel, you are someone's favorite. Someone goes on YouTube to watch you. So keep plugging away. They're counting on you to stay on there and keep putting out content for them.
I don't know if that's scary about me or if that's great, but I've called you and said, "Hey, dude, I just got a sub and how excited I am," and then I've been on the other end of that where I just lost a sub and how bummed out I am. I'm a smaller channel, 777 subs. My goal is to get that 1,000 and 4,000 watch hour minutes, but also I truly want to make people laugh.
Yeah.
I really do. I want people to watch my videos and go away and say, you know what? That Drew dude is freaking hilarious. There's something wrong with him. And I really want people to do that.
Well,
that makes me feel really good.
Can we talk about the lost subs for a second?
Yeah.
Because
here's
the thing. Almost everyone sees the lost subs as a negative. I have convinced myself that it's not a bad thing. So here's the thing. If you upload a video and you lose 2 subscribers, they're obviously either not into you anymore, or they don't like your content or whatever. But if they stayed subs, they're not going to watch your stuff anyway. I would rather them go. So I have a realistic number of people who are really into my channel. It gives me a real number. I want the people who are subscribed to our channel to be the real community. And if you're not part of that real community and my numbers go down too, I'm okay with that, because I want my community to be real. That makes sense?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's because we really do care about our community.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, generally, we really do care. I know I super care about the community that is subbed to me. And a lot of my subs are your subs and Aaron's subs. And we have the same family base. We've all migrated and everybody's kind of shared each other out and helped each other out. And that's what makes this RVing community probably one of the best on YouTube, bar none. I don't know of any other communities out there that have such a strong family base. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody seems to help everybody else.
Yeah.
And I dig that. I really dig that.
If y'all catch me looking a lot, I'm looking at comments as we're talking.
Yeah, I'm seeing them too. Grassroots Living just joined us, and Mel and Nettie Living Free Zip Cordless. Yeah. I hope I said that right.
San Antonio. Hi, Mel.
I'm going to call you Mel. And then we have the Dupre's in here too, doing his thing. And I think Sweet Travels is in here.
I've been watching. Speaking of that, we haven't been going through comments and stuff, but I just want to say that there's a lot of great content creators in your live video right now. So if you haven't checked out some of these guys, check them out. There's some good folks in it. So hi everybody, good folks in here tonight.
Absolutely. Well, we're blessed to have this. This is the support I was talking about, where we have a lot of good people in here watching us and hanging out with us and supporting us. And I dig it, and I watch their stuff and comment on them. And when I do watch their stuff, I watch it all the way through. So we have something going on, Jones. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm just on my phone here, and I was kind of flipping back and forth and looking at the chat, and somebody said something. They made a comment that the video that you produce that gives you a lot of subs and or watch time is probably not the video you expect it to be. And I saw that comment, and it kind of rang true for me, because I've made some videos that when I got done editing them, I was like, man, this is going to blow up. This is 100,000 views. This is so awesome. And it get like 30 views, and I made a video about our poop tank, right? Our gray tank. And that's my star video. And it's shock because I mean, it just is, it's like, wow. I never would have thought that video would get the watches or the views that it does. And some of the videos I have made that I think are amazing, they just don't get the same attention.
There's another tip for you creators out there. Here, if you have a channel and you're going through a catastrophe, something tragic happens, pick up the camera, and record it. It's not going to be fun, but people love to watch it.
Yeah.
Drama sells.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
did a video and I shot it on my iPhone. You guys know the story. And I gave it to the Dupreys to put
Yeah.
up. And it's his #1 video, I believe. Ross is probably on your channel. I think it's got 480,000 views. And that was I filmed it on my iPhone 7 and I uploaded it to Ross through the WhatsApp app. And he put it up unedited, I believe, and now it's over 480,000 views.
Wow.
That's nuts. On a cell phone, it was like a 5-minute video, even if that. That's crazy. So where I'm kind of going with this is any phone or any recording equipment you have at the time, use it.
Use what you got.
If you're getting like hammered, like you have to leave a campsite because you're flooded.
Yeah.
Pick up the camera, film it. Because you never know. You just don't. Any thoughts, Aaron?
Oh no, I agree 100%. I mean, put a poop emoji on your thumbnail. That'll at least get you some views.
Yeah.
No, I've been, like I said, I've been flipping back and forth with the comments, and there's some great folks on here. Thanks everyone for joining. And I can't see both at once, so I keep trying to flipping back and forth. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining and sharing your thoughts and your experience. And I saw one where Ross said he's been filming for 4 years, weekly or daily videos or something. So, it's commitment and it's endurance is really what it is. I firmly believe that, you just got to stick with it and have fun.
Yeah. The other thing that I kind of want to touch on is vlogging in public. A lot of people have a big problem with vlogging in public. So here's some tips that I've picked up. One, name your camera. So just call it something, whatever you want to name it. And the other thing is pretend it's an iPad and you're doing FaceTime or you're doing Skype when you're out vlogging in public, and you'll come off talking to the camera a lot more natural. Yeah. And you'll have less hesitation and less stutter. The other thing too is don't be so embarrassed about vlogging in public, because that's a thing now. People are used to seeing people vlogging in public, and they'll probably come out and ask you what you're doing. You might get some weird looks, but here's a tip. I don't know you from Adam. So if you want to give me some weird looks, I had that happen when I was doing the actually I got the stink eye when I was walking into the DRV on the Pomona RV shoot that I was doing, and I didn't care. I put them in the video. That added content, right? Yeah. So don't be afraid when you're out in public to pick that camera up and just pretend you're doing a FaceTime with somebody or you're Skyping, and try not to stand in one place because you'll get a crowd to circle you, and it'll be very uncomfortable for you and everybody else because they'll start asking you a ton of questions. So as you're going through the crowd, just keep walking and talking to the camera and pretend you're talking to somebody on Skype, and it will help your vlog out tremendously. It really will. I don't know what your thoughts are.
The other thing you can do that I've been working on trying to be conscious of is as you're filming, as you're vlogging, talk to the person behind the camera and ask them questions like, what would you guys do in this situation? What would, how do you feel about this versus that or whatever? Because I noticed a lot of the bigger channels, they act like they're talking to a single person. Yeah. Instead of saying, hey guys, it's more one-on-one, because if you think about the person on the other end, they're sitting there watching you on the screen. It's just them and you in their mind. Yeah. So I'm trying to be better at that, at focusing on that camera as a person, and involving them in the video instead of just saying, watch me run my lips for 20 minutes. And, I want to draw them in with that interaction and get the comments and all that kind of stuff. So that's another thing that I've been working on.
Yeah. And sometimes you'll have the awkward moments where you're sitting there, me and Leslie will be on camera, and we're, for a few moments, we're not talking because we're thinking about what we want to talk about next. You can edit that stuff out. So just talk. We don't script. There's channels that do, but we don't. We want it to be real. And so, every once in a while we'll have like some bullet points just so we won't forget what we're talking about or get off topic. But we don't script anything. We just kind of have a conversation, and then I'll edit that down, and we just have fun. And people can feel when you're having fun, and when you're having fun, your viewers are going to have fun. And if you're sitting there just talking and like Ben Stein, and people are going to leave because it's not fun.
Yeah. Be genuine.
Don't talk at the audience. Talk with the audience. And another thing you can do in your and you go to your about page on your YouTube channel and do a search for how many times you say I in your description or how many times you do you in your description. And that'll give you a big tip on maybe something you need to improve. Go check that out. That's, you can do a search for the letters. Try it. I want to talk with my audience. I want my audience to be part of me, part of the team, part of the family. So I try as hard as I can to be all inclusive. I like that. And then the comments, I want the audience to comment a ton down below. Yeah. And I feel, me personally, if you take the time to write a comment, I better respond to that. If you took the time out of your day, which is your money and your time, to write me a comment and I don't respond to your comment, shame on me. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I like the interaction with the comments. That's one of my favorite parts is when people, they comment and you answer or you comment back and you kind of get a conversation going. And then, I don't know. I just like that aspect of it, that social interaction.
Yeah, and
it brings you closer to your audience.
Right. Yeah, and then they feel more comfortable. Well, here's the thing: is I want people to, if I ever do get to meet any one of our subscribers, I want them to feel like they already know me. I don't want them to meet me and have a conversation with me and go, "Man, that's not the guy on the camera."
Right.
I want to meet the same dude. Yeah. And I mean, me and Aaron met in Kansas City, and I'm telling you, nothing changed from their videos, their content. You watch Aaron and Tina on camera, and then you go have dinner with them. Same. That's what you see is what you get, and I like that.
Yeah, and same with you guys. We met you guys it was kind of a last minute thing. We just happened to be 5 miles apart. And it was like we'd already met you. I mean, we even talked about that, I think, in the video, how it felt like we were friends already, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I've had subscribers camped in the same campsite as me. Yeah, but as they're pulling out, I'm sitting there doing something and they're like, "Hey, Drew." And I'll turn around and, "Oh, wow. Okay, cool." And we'll start talking. And I'm like, "Are you pulling in?" "No, we're pulling out." "Well, why don't you come by and say hi?" Yeah. "I've been here. Come by and say hi." I'd love to have people come over to the camper and say hi. I'll crack a beer with you. Trust me. I really would. It makes my day. I love that.
You know what I found is I'm terrible with names. Horrible with names. But since we've been on YouTube, I've gotten a lot better. If we have people who we meet, I will remember their name now. We'll talk to somebody. We're in their area. We'll go to dinner with them, and I'll remember their names. And then when we're on the live feed and they're commenting as their channel name, I can still remember their name, which is pretty impressive for me. I mean, we were out at Wreaths Across America here in Dallas-Fort Worth for Christmas, and we had some subscribers come up and met us and talked to us, and we talked for about a half hour or so. And I still remember their name, Kirk and Deb. So if you're watching, appreciate that. But it just, for me, it's a big deal because I have a combat related injury that affects my memory. So for me to be able to remember stuff makes me happy.
Hey, look what I can do.
Hey, you can put the comments up.
I didn't realize I could do that.
Score.
This is cool. Of course, it goes right across Aaron's chin. Aaron, raise your head up a little bit. Oh, that's
yeah.
That's cool. We're learning. This is a brand new chat program for me, and I like it. What do you guys think of this thing?
I think it's super cool. I might use it on our channel sometime.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Free. It's
a really cool way to collaborate without actually being together.
Yeah, there's no lag. It seems like it's working real well.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is I can't see the comments, so it feels like it's just us three. I forget that there's people commenting and listening and watching.
Yeah.
I keep going to the chat and there's like, I don't know how many, there's hundreds of comments, but it's weird because I almost forget that it's not just us three.
Yeah, it is a little more difficult with three trying to keep up with the comments. But so if you guys are watching and commenting, we really appreciate that, and we're not ignoring it. And just like in our live, if we didn't catch your comment, I'm going to go back and watch this and read every comment, like I do after all of our live. Because if we miss it, I want to go back and see what people said.
Now I'm having fun. It's like the fat kid has a new toy. Check it out.
Yeah.
It's like the time I discovered chocolate.
Yeah, and see, this is what makes you cool, because now all the other kids want the toy. Yeah.
I'm like this in real life, people. I really am. Trust me. I use a little bit more bad language because I don't swear on the channel as bad, really. But
that's a challenge. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of our biggest challenges. I mean, and if you watch our videos and you watch us having a conversation and then it just breaks off and we pick up somewhere else, I'm probably editing out curse words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's harder because we're from the military.
Yeah. But I just don't want
it's more natural to say curse words. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we have something coming up in 2 weeks, Aaron. That's super special. You're already there. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. So, Sweet Travels, JonesN2travel, and Papa Drew are going to have a meetup here in Quartzsite, January 17th through 20th. And Papa Drew has been really good about putting up notifications about it and keeping it in the forefront. And we've been trying to do that on social media as well as Jim and Kelly with Sweet Travels. But we're going to meet out here in the desert for a 4-day weekend or so. And about the 11th of January, Tina and I are going to move over to that area. It's the free 14-day BLM area. And we'll go over there and we'll establish some coordinates and share those on social media so everybody kind of knows where we're going to be. But you're more than welcome to come and camp with us for the weekend. You're more than welcome to stop in and just say hi and BS for a bit and take off if you need to or whatever. But yeah, the 17th through the 20th, we're all going to be there. And, Dustin won't be able to make it, unfortunately, but, hopefully we can do this again next year and get more of us together. Yeah. Kind of make it a family reunion of sorts, I guess. Would be really cool. So, so that's kind of the high level of what we're going to do.
There's our other counterpart right there.
I'm doing chin-ups.
Yeah.
One. Give one for the core.
He was Air Force.
That's right.
I was Air Force. Shit, I don't know how to do PPE.
He got room service delivered to his bungalow.
Yeah.
I didn't get any room service. We got lobster one time on post. That was amazing. We were shoving it in our cargo pants.
Yeah, but they gave
That's
you like
because
eat it with.
Because the Air Force dropped the wrong thing is all.
Yeah, so Quartzsite, we're doing the meetup, and it's going to be the three of us, but I've heard there's going to be a lot of HDT, heavy-duty toter trucks showing up, which is very cool. And there's going to be other creator channels that are going to pop in, I have a feeling, that are going to come by and say hi to us as well. And so come on down, join us. I just got some stickers, so I'd love to give them away. And I guess very expensive business cards that I didn't mean to buy. So come on down, get some stickers, meet us. We're having a potluck on Saturday. I think we're going to hit the desert bar at some point, and then we're going to go over to the tent and film each other walking around the tent. And
if you guys have channels and stickers and all that fun stuff, bring them, and we're more than happy to sticker swap with you guys. I mean, that's kind of what we love about this community. So yeah.
There's Barefoot Adventures. Hey, Barefoot.
Hey guys.
So we have a ton of great creators in here, and I hope we have some some subs in here too, because it's good to get them all
Yeah.
kind of mixed in and watching. So if you're a content creator, let's do this old school style. If you're a content creator and you want to share your content, and you guys aren't friends with each other, and you're really going to go over and watch their content, go ahead and type CC into the channel. Let's see if we can help each other out. So, but only if you guys are going to go over there and absolutely watch the content. It doesn't do any good to have friends work both ways. That door swings both ways.
Yeah. Hey, Drew, real quick, tell us about what you and Jerry from Galleon Adventures. How often you guys going to do this? What all are you going to be talking about? What can we look forward to, man?
Yeah, so we're going to try and do this. I'm hoping Sundays. I usually try and pop a video on Sundays, but I'm going to probably change that to a different day and do a live stream. Not every week. It's probably every other week we'll have it. So we'll have like 2 a month. And we're going to go through stuff to help content creators out and subs and fans and stuff, and how to grow your channel and how to help your channel get bigger. I know I only have 777 subs, but which I cherish a lot, but I do have some good advice, and I bounce it off of some bigger channels like you guys and help me out. And I'd like to go over how to do thumbnails, how to set up your about page, where to advertise and how to advertise your channel and get it out there, so you're not doing guerrilla marketing or spamming your channel out to everybody and making people mad. That kind of stuff. I really want to give back and help out the creators, and I don't think there's a lot of people that are helping the RV community, YouTube creators, and I think there's a niche there, and there's a hole that I can hopefully help people out and give them some ideas, and we can have more content creators pop on like this.
Yeah, that's pretty
cool. Worked out really well.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. I think it was last week after you guys had went live anyway. But for the people who are in the chat right now, I wanted to kind of do a little bit of expectation management. So what Drew and what Jerry are doing with this is really great, because they're helping the RV YouTube community, learn the analytics and the thumbnails and the kind of all of the behind the scenes things, which is really cool. Now, the people who are in here chatting, that's not going to be you guys' target audience. Almost everybody in here is already friends, already watching each other. So what Drew and Jerry are going to do, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Drew, but you guys are you're going to try to give them the tools that they need to go out there and get other people outside of this chat to their channel. So
we're going to give them the tools to try and succeed.
Yeah, if you're coming every other week to try to get subscribers inside this little community, that's probably not going to happen. But stick around to get the tools you need to bring people outside of this chat room into your community. Yeah.
So there's a lot of, you can look at your channel analytics and you can see how many views are from subscribers and how many views are coming in that are non-subscribers. You want to keep your subscriber base happy because they mean a lot to you and their family, and you guys are a team. The non-subscribers that are coming in, those are the people you want to bring onto your team. And we're going to try and help you do that and capture some of those non-subscribers coming in while still maintaining the great video content that your subscribers have grown to like. And I think that we can really help each other out this way.
Yeah, and I don't know about you guys, but I think it's north of 80% of the people that watch your videos are not subscribed. And it blows me away every time I look at my analytics, and it's like, I have 1,100 subscribers, and I have, 18% of that's of my watch time is subscribers, and it blows me away. It's just like, how come these people? How do I get these people to subscribe? So that's kind of part of that secret sauce, I think. Yeah.
Well, even your subscribers, even though they're subscribed, they're not going to watch every week unless you give them a reason to want to watch your stuff. You got to have that catchy thumbnail. You got to have a good stuff. You got to have good content. Make them, even your subscribers, you got to keep them coming back. Every week's like a new week. Every video is like a new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you can do different stuff too.
So here's a first tip of some secret sauce. As you're making a video, ask your subscribers out on a date. How many people do that? Does anybody know what I'm talking about when I say ask your subscribers out on a date?
No.
What I'm talking about is engage with your subscribers and say, hey, we have great content here, but check us out over on Facebook. Check us out on our videos on our website. Check us out on Instagram, on Twitter. Engage with your audience that's coming in and ask them out on a date. Don't just tell them, hey, go check out my social media. Say, hey, you know what? We have some good stuff and we put some bonus stuff over on our website. So maybe we could go over there and we have a comment page, or you could drop us a line over on our website and you can engage with them over there. That helps them learn more about you. You learn more about them, and it's engagement. It'll keep people watching your content longer and engaged in what you have to say.
For sure. Good idea.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Ask them out on a date.
Yeah. Easy kind of tips Drew's going to give you.
I'm gonna try. I'm bad at doing that too. So, but we're gonna start putting some of this stuff in the videos and see how it does. Anyway, it's been an hour. Dustin said he wanted to do 6 hours.
No.
Way too much time on your hands.
And Aaron said, I don't have a wife. Aaron says he's good for 5, but Tina said no.
No.
Well, thanks for having us, Drew. Anytime you want us back to help talk about this stuff or just cut up and have a good time, we're down, man.
Yeah. I saw a comment earlier where somebody said, "Hey, Drew, ask JonesN2travel or Wayward Waggs if we can reach out." So, I mean, I can't speak for Dustin, but
sure.
You know, we're on Facebook. We have a Midlife RVers Facebook group. We have our our webpage. So feel free to reach out. I mean, like I said before, I might not have the best advice, but I'm more than happy to pitch my 2 cents, and
I'd be happy to too, again. But and like you said, we're on waywardwags@gmail.com for our email, and we're on all the social media platforms. Just reach out. But like I said earlier, if you weren't on watching earlier, if you want me to really look at your stuff, and just be careful, because I'm going to tell you what I think about it. Now, I hope it helps. I really hope it helps. It's not to be mean. It's just to be helpful.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, if you're looking to reach out to somebody who's going to, stroke your ego, you might not get that from us. Yeah.
You might want to try Messenger behind the scenes to go and ask for some help, because you might not like what the content creator might come back, and they're trying to be helpful, but you might not want that advertised in the middle of a Facebook page for everybody to read.
Yeah, private message is better. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we're going to end this. It's been over an hour and 2 minutes. So, Dustin, do you have a way you end your videos?
Well, we usually end our videos thanking and honoring a fallen hero. We don't have a picture to put up right now, but if you have a fallen hero that you know of in your hometown or where you're from, or anybody that you can think of in your mind's eye that has given or paid the ultimate sacrifice for their country, I like to always honor the fallen heroes. They are the reason that we are able to live this lifestyle and do what we do. So we appreciate you. If you are a veteran or you have served your country or are currently serving your country, thank you for your service and for your sacrifice and for your family's service and sacrifice, because families serve too. And we really appreciate you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Aaron, do you have a way you close out your videos?
Yeah, so if you like the video, give Drew a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give Drew a thumbs down. Tell him what he can do better. And until next time, safe travels. See you later.
And this is Papa Drew, and I love you, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Happy New Year. Be safe. Bye.